business where we heal through words. I'm Tiandra. I'm the founding servant leader.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
It is a Black-owned, woman-owned business that was founded in Ohio, but that can serve the world. Through virtual sessions, either by phone or video conference, we have a conversation. We always start with a 15-minute consult where we just make sure that I learn a little bit about me, and then we schedule some time to be intentional about your wellness journey. During the time, it's about education and empowerment. You are your own best doctor from within. So I'm literally someone who is just intentional in the space and drawing questions out of you to get you further on your wellness journey. Sessions are typically starting at $80, but if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're going to go ahead and take 20% off. It's about getting you well so that we can be well, right? Kujichagulia and Ujamaa, collective responsibility. So grateful for the opportunity to support you in your wellness journey. If you're interested, go to my website, spiritoverfleshllc.com. There's a button that says Let's Connect. Fill out the form, and I'll get right back to you. Again, that's spiritoverfleshllc.com. I look forward to supporting you in your wellness journey and healing through words.
Are you heading out of town or have a special occasion? What about birthdays, anniversaries, or reunions? Get the best deals and inexpensive rental car rates, mid-size sedan, compact cars, and more. We have a variety of fleet vehicles to accommodate any and all of your rental car needs. Make a reservation today at your local budget rental car on Hamilton Road in Whitehall. Call 614-863-7500.
Happy Kwanzaa. I'm Carla, and my sister Karen and I own Two Natural Sisters. We've been in business for 5 years, and we sell a line of natural bath, body, and candle products. Let's take a look. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, at Two Natural Sisters. All items that are in stock will be shipped within 24 to 48 hours. As a promotional item, we offer a CD of Black romantic poetry of self-love and coupled love, and 50% discount on Sister Locks, Brother Locks by consultant Sapphire Donetta Mahadi. If you have any questions, you can reach us at customercare@twonaturalsisters.com. Enjoy and happy Kwanzaa.
What's going on? My name is Doe. I am the owner and creator of Madeline Gin. Madeline Gin is best described as a celebratory art experience that exudes hella blackness. Initially, the company was founded to provide a luxurious but affordable art experience, and has since transformed itself into something a bit more spiritual. By walking in what I believe to be my truth, I've been able to get in contact with my ancestors and use my platform and my art, my gift, to tell their untold stories. I do that by using different textures, by utilizing different mediums, colors, and just making things pop out so that it's open for interpretation. I love creating, and I can't wait to be of service to you. Thank you.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
The Purpose Driven Society is a Black-owned, woman-owned business local to Columbus who creates accessories that have intentional messaging. Our specialty are buttons. Buttons can be worn anywhere, on a shirt, on a book bag, on a hat. The beautiful thing about buttons is that you can change them and switch it up depending on your mood or the day. For Election Day, we wore a very intentional button. On my book bag, my student's book bag, it says, "You are already intelligent, educate yourself." Buttons are empowering with the messages that we create. Again, we do them very intentionally. At the Purpose Driven Society, we're minding our Black-owned business and hope that you'll help mind ours too by doing business with us. Our buttons go for $3 for one, $5 for two, $7 for three. But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're doing a special where you'll get an assortment of buttons for just $20, and we'll ship anywhere in the country. So again, that's the Purpose Driven Society. We can be reached at thepurposedrivensociety@outlook.com. Send us an email, and we will put together a very intentional bag of buttons for you and ship it straight to your home. Happy Kwanzaa. Thanks for doing business with us.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray. Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Come on, come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Come on, come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Oh, lift and pour. Lift it. Lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. What? Drink your water. Drink your water. Man, it's such a cold day, but it's still beautiful because we are up, we are kicking it, we are live once again, toasting up the ancestors. I want to make sure that you know you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim. Of course, you know this is Daily Toast, and it is a Art of a Simple production where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. I know that's not comfortable, blowing up those old paradigms, but we gotta do it. We gotta till the soil. We gotta flip it. We got to make way for the new plants to be coming. We got to get some of these old weeds up out the garden. You know what I'm saying? That's choking us, choking off growth. And we got to work, family. We got to work on a daily basis. This is an everyday thing. Just like oppression is an everyday thing, striving for liberation has to be an everyday thing. Right? So as some of y'all come more and more into what we're talking about, to this lifestyle, to this Kwanzaa lifestyle, into this Kwanzaa universe, right? Joining your tribes, forming up your tribes, building up your communities, you're going to start finding that you have more and more and more conversations about it. We got to keep this on our mind. We got to keep it constantly on our mind. We got to keep our principles on our mind. We got to keep our way of life on our mind. We got to keep building culture on our mind. We got to keep informing others, and we got to keep the conversation moving throughout the community. In those that believe and those that don't believe. We got to keep growing. We got to keep moving. That's what we got to do. Even when it gets hard, sometimes you got to get and push and push. You know, I had some crazy dreams last night. I had a dream that I ate a mushroom and went crazy. Now I really want to do the mushrooms. I really, really want to do some mushrooms soon. I want to, because I literally went crazy. I woke up in jail. Didn't understand why, but hey, So I think the mushrooms is calling out to me. I ain't scared. Not scared at all. Well, maybe just a little bit. But, fear can only deter me for so long. So here we go. Let's go on and let's get started with this toast. Lift up these ancestors. By the way, we had a pretty good show last night. And we had a lot of technical difficulties, and I don't know what was going on with that. I'm getting my inputs and because like I said, I operate what I do, OBS into Restream.io and out to the world. But with that function I use on that particular show, I'm using Restream.io straight out to the world. With I have more control with OBS. OBS is a powerful broadcasting tool, and I'm just saying, and it's free. I mean, that's what's crazy about it, right? When people be like, Tim, I don't know about giving away free stuff. Listen, OBS is a free product. It's an open source product.
And you know what I'm saying? And for me, in a lot of ways, that is the move of the future. Throwing out the free stuff, because then people, when you finally bring out something that people got to pay for, they already know, shit, they done gave me so much value, they can't do nothing but 10 times it when I finally have to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? But OBS is like, the content is, and I mean, other than some of the problems that some of y'all have experienced with me, and we've been able to work through those problems, but so OBS is cold. But anyway, let's go and make this transition, and let's go and get us some of that watermelon. Yes, y'all, and we don't stop. I don't know if we're gonna have a show tonight because I have an interview and I got to finish cutting a video. I have the components of, but I got to finish cutting a video. Adventures of Brother Hatim, and actually I got 2 more of those to do, and we are moving into the Nguzo Saba Festival next week. So I'm like next week, goddamn, okay. So we got to make it happen. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna start power mixing. I'm gonna start power mixing videos. Shouts out to Elder Margarita. I see you out there. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. Our site will be back up soon. I don't know what happened. So once again, the Tista's owner. He's on the job trying to make sure we get what we need. So let's go on and do this toast. First off, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call the Creator. We lift up our glass. We salute that Creator by whatever name you say. And we lift up our glass and we salute that Creator. And we say the word of power. The one we use here is Ashe. You know what I'm saying? But some of you in different places, you might have different words of power. By all means, lift it up. Ashe. I understand the sentiments, right? We move on. From there, family, we move to our list of our ancestors. So we lift up our glass because here we salute our personal ancestors on a daily basis. And many of y'all have trusted me with your ancestors. And like I said, I humbly take the challenge to toast them on a daily basis, regardless of what's happening, trying to make sure. So in the after next week, family, we're gonna have to. I'm going to try to move this to about 5:45. I'm gonna have to move it back because the whole world for me is gonna be shifting an hour earlier. So I am going to have to shift the show so that I could keep up with my adventure schedule. So I'm gonna be moving this back 5:45. I'm going to try between 5:15 and 5:45, so I have to get up a full hour earlier so I can make sure that I got everything ready so that we could do our thing. And that could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. We're going to see how it works, right? So here we go. We got Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert and Tex, Anna Davis, Herman Brown, Sean, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William, Walter, Christopher, Fanny, Gaston, Lean, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva, Brown, Marco Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Aurora Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pimenel, No More Ex, Pet Mott, Rob Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Algeny, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Bropro, Hector J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulling, the Luxor brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Jonathan Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rennerman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Louis Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mel Del Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburgh, Beatty, Sel Welly, Be the Farmer, Augusto Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ada Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Trish Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza, Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther, Keisha Reese, I don't know what happened on her after that. Froze. Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Seven Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Banks, May Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, Jane Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hallie Vester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Nelda Caleb, Rosemary Martinero, Don Mattel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs, the second being the Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Demon Aries, Gene and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, Jana Callahan. What? It sound like I did the whole list. All right. Did William Walter West, Nigel Paris, Elder Basici Fulani, Jim Robson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnston, Denise Waters, DePretis Hines, Anders Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scatterbay, Wilson Haley, Elmer Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Prithup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Candy, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothea Blair, Ransom Evans. Oh, man. Ransom Evans Sr., Ransom Evans Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingles, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingles, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Luke Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Helper, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavers, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Don Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Emma Brooks, Gwyneth and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Mrs. Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino, Baby Hatch, Senior, Mally Miller, Jose Hatch, Jack Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Richard Saunders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Brent Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Needy Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Copeland, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Ms. Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah All, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel All, and Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beer, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Mary Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henriette Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Don Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Carwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Jabin McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Chuckle Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broaders, Reginald Albert, Mazarin Cooper, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, and Shelby McClendon. Brother Kwame say sending love to Elder Eunice during her time of love, loss, and celebration. Shouts out to Elder Eunice. When she is ready, we can add her brother to the list. But like I said, let me, anybody that's out there that's in contact with her, let her know that when she's ready, we can add it to the list. Because sometimes, it takes. I have had friends who took up to a year to add their relative to the list. So we all got to go through our time of mourning as well as healing, and know that the love is there from the family, and the support is there if need be. So we're putting that out there. We have from the Black Book, Jordan Giles, James Carswell. We got Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Poole, Lottie Gaucher. We got Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damon Talbot, Stina Banks, Joseph Bingham Quincy, Mama Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundup, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton. And there was, and it took me a second to realize who, because Elder Tony posted up a brother that passed away. And if anybody's in contact with if anybody out there want to add him to the list, that had a close personal relationship with him, by all means, is open for him too. What's the brother's name? Lenny Kofer, I think. Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sonny Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., the Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thorne, Johanna, Jasonda Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, then Walter, Nalauti Sue Walter, Emma Walter, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walter, William Walter, Fred Powers. Got Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden. We got Priscilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods. We got Tillar Woods Lennox. We got Jim Woods. We got Lizzie Woods. We got Juanita Alexander Brown. We got Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Andy Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Irie Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall. We got Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Copo, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot to Don. We got Saber Winston, Chris Kinney. We got Margaret Minter. We got Mary Smith, Juanette Florine Stith Gibbs. We got Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams. We got Terry Brown. Got Teresa Biddle. We got LaVonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Reese, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner. We got Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate. We got Pam Johnson. We got Vera Reeves Fisher. We got Jerry Justin McCallum. We got also known as Mama Moon. We got Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Alba, Donna Brooks, Barbara Mozart of Spade, Eric Branson, Eric Winston, Dan Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny. We got Charles Stevenson Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keat. We got Lena Shepard, Brett L. Willen, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson. We got William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones. We got Leslie Travis. We got Charlize Barnes. We got DeJuan Lewis Taylor. Got Madeline Yates, June Dandridge. We got Daisy Woolfolk, Frederick Smith, James and Amanda Baldwin, Linda Williams, Sally Williams, Vivian Stevenson, Irene Harris, Callie Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Miss Bertha Walker. We got Tony Ogletree. We got Grandma Marguerite, and we got Tracy Emery. Family, we lift up our glass. We salute each and every last one of our ancestors, and we lift them up high. And with that, we say, Ashe. Brother Kwame says, my long-lost brother who had disappeared finally contacted me. Still don't know where he is exactly, but sounds like he might be anywhere from Africa to somewhere else outside the country. But we have to follow up to be sure. Security, that's right. All right, so we lift up our glass. We salute our ancestors, and we say, Ashe. Because things happen. Things happen when we start toasting these ancestors. From there, family, we'll move on to the present moment. And right now, we are on Ujamaa. We want to give all of the Ujamaa babies a round of applause. Let's give it up. Give it up. Yeah. All right. So we lifting up those Ujamaa babies. Shots out. Family, today is Ujamaa, and for those who want to understand why we do what we do, why we say what we say, why we saying today is Ujamaa, by all means, go to the free e-courses, freegnjecourse.com. Learn about what we're doing, right? Ujamaa, I ask each and every last one of you to open up your reticular formation. Seek out Ujamaa today. Seek it within your home. Seek it within your business. Seek it within your job. Seek it within your friends. Seek it within your families. Most importantly, seek it within yourself, because it's there. It's there. And it's bigger than money, family. It's bigger than money. A lot bigger than money. Money is one of those components that, that method of exchange, you know what I'm saying, medium of exchange. It's only part of it. So for those that don't know, Ujamaa means cooperative economics. Reciprocity is the modic principle of the day. Gratitude is what we teach the young people. The color is green, as you can see by my shirt. Polarity is the hermetic law. Male name is Yao. Female name is Ya. So once again, we're going to salute the power in this moment. Recognizing the power that we have in this moment. We lift up our glass and we salute and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move from the present moment, our time, right now, into our future. We toast our generations to come, our children, our children's children, and on to infinity. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to that selfish toast, right? No, my fault. We lift up all of our relations and we say, Ashe. From all of our relations, we move to our selfish toast and we say, and we ask the question, what is it that you need to move towards your greatness right now in this moment? We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Where do we go? Very simple journey. From here, we're ain't even gonna make a turn. We're just gonna keep on walking down the path and we're gonna lift up our tribe. So we brought up the individual, now we're bringing up the tribe. This is your accountability group, right? One step outside your family, just a little bit bigger than your family, could be possibly a little bit bigger than what they call the nuclear family, the extended family, that tribe of individuals that work together to build a legacy. We lift up our glass to our accountability group. Mine is Gye-Nyame. What's your tribe? Lift it up. Ashe. From there, family, last but not least, I'm going to toast the most magnificent, most beautiful, most uplifting, most powerful, most inspiring individual in the room. You know it got to be you. I hope you know that. I'm lifting up. I'm toasting you. We say Ashe. 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 Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years, as we say in Gye-Nyame, Ka'in, because it's just our thing. Man, woke up this morning, and it appeared my supercomputer crashed. My gaming computer. It got all that power. And the kids done did something. But my computer's not working right. You know? Hopefully they discovered something new. Hopefully they created something. Hopefully it wasn't just because they was gaming. God. You know, I'm trying, family, because like I said, I don't want to stop their shine, right? Because, the gaming piece is very important to them right now. So maybe that little rabbit hole will take them to, maybe that might be their lure to mastery. Because, you know what I'm saying, for young people, we need a lure to mastery. Cleveland. What in the... My son, goddamn. All right, oh, Lord. I just look around my studio. I come down here. I don't recognize nothing. My table is either too far to the right or too far to the left. You know what I'm saying? My glasses be misplaced. I don't know what's going on. He done took over, as you can see, took over the keyboard. He done decked it out with all this little fancy little stuff, his little big-handed mouse. I like a little mouse that fit in my hand. He wants something that he can move around and shoot people on the computer with. I don't, but hey, it is what it is. But family, let's go and see if we got anything in the news. Let's check out and see if we got anything in the news. We're going to use the ancient building transition, and we'll go to our Facebook page. See what's going on. All right. So let's see. Right now, you say we up. Say you can watch live. You come to the page. Got people messaging me. Dentista broke the stream. I just want y'all to know Dentista broke it. We had nothing to do with this. Nobody in Gye-Nyame had nothing to do with this. Dentista done broke the damn stream. All right. Anyway, He working on fixing it. So we got Will Smith's starry touch to the 14th Amendment, tumultuous history. So they did something called 13. They're bringing out something called Amend, which will cover the 14th Amendment, right? And I think it might be made by Will Smith. Will Smith hosts and produced the Netflix docuseries Amend, The Fight for America. All right. Let's go and check it out. If you haven't checked it out, it's on CNN. You can find the link on Gye-Nyame Journey. This is by Brian Lowry of CNN. Well, yeah, this is a review of it. So let's see how long it is before we... All right, cool. We ain't got to invest that much time in it. Quick read. I'll try to leave the longer reads for y'all, but we touch on it. Haven't already aired director Ava DuVernay documentary, The 13th, about the legacy of the 13th Amendment. Netflix ups the ante by devoting a 6-part series to the 14th with Amend, The Fight for America. It's an ambitious project that misses various techniques, stars, and historians to enliven the history and connect it to the present, with the most conspicuous weakness being the contribution of the host and producer Will Smith. Wow. Conspicuous weakness being the contribution of the host and the producer. Damn, they punching the money man in the mouth. Enacted in 1868, for those that don't know, the 14th Amendment has become one of the most litigated amendments in U.S. history. Its key provisions, promising equal protection for all persons, have proven remarkably elastic. Now, if I'm correct, this was amended for us, right? But everybody else been able to use it. It's like he said, it's very elastic, becoming the foundation not only for civil rights, but women's rights, marriage equality, both involving mixed race and gay couples, and immigrants. Amend employs multiple methods in bringing its history to life and powerfully connected it to the battles of the 21st century with the rise of extremist forces rooted in white supremacy. Those narratives' wrinkles include animation, dramatic readings with a gaudy list of actors like Mahershala Ali, Samuel L. Jackson, presenting the words of Frederick Douglass. What? Samuel Jackson doing... I might have to see that just for that. And Martin Luther... What? Samuel Jackson is doing Frederick Douglass and Martin Luther King Jr.? Respect. Oh, man, I might have to... I might have to see that just for that. The early episode take a deep dive into Reconstruction, the rise of the Ku Klux Klan and Jim Crow era, installing a form of legal apartheid, as NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund President Cheryl Ifill notes. The timeliest material charts a direct path from the racial backlash then into the heart of modern politics, detailing the importance of the Supreme Court in codifying and later overturning discrimination, the use of homegrown American terrorism against African Americans, and the extent to which violence was used to mount a political counter-revolution against Reconstruction, as historian David Blight explains. The project also cites the erection of Confederate monuments and efforts to romanticize slavery as the lost cause, not only in Southern legislature, but in movies and media, from the birth of a nation through Gone with the Wind and beyond. I added that. The fourth chapter segues from civil rights to expansion of 14th Amendment protections to women. Stepchildren of the amendment are originally drafted, followed by marriage and immigration, including a particularly wrenching look at the Chinese Exclusion Act in 1882. Amend is a significant undertaking in its scope, and the roster of celebrity talent assembled is impressive and eclectic. The one misstep lies in Smith's folksy transition, which seemed tailored to a school-age audience. Granted, it would be great if kids watch this, but the Schoolhouse Rock tone he adopts feels out of step with other voices telling this story. And y'all remember Schoolhouse Rock? I mean, hey, homeboy, you better step back when you did. Don't be disrespecting the Schoolhouse Rock. That got me to and through college. Schoolhouse Rock, for those that don't know, if you're too young or if you're too old, Schoolhouse Rock was a show that they used to put on in between cartoons, in between on Saturday. My fault. Damn, let's push up. Kuumba Morning, right? And they covered everything from the use of language to mathematics to history, right? Now, he's saying that it didn't fit, but you can't don't throw no dirt on the Schoolhouse Rock. I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Y'all remember that one? How about verb? That's what's happening. I could take a noun and bend it. Give me a noun. Y'all remember that one? Huh? How about number 9? We'll put you on the spot. Number 9. We'll tie you up in a knot. When you're trying to multiply by 9, I'm trying to tell you, Schoolhouse Rock was cold, family. It'll take you through the multiplication tables. It took you through the use of language. It took you to early American history. It took you through energy. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Hooking up words and phrases and clauses. I know. So I know I ain't the only one. Kwame said, absolutely. I'm just a bill. Bat, ball, rake. Now, for those that don't know, bat, ball, rake, that's for verb. Give me a noun, and I'll bend it. Give me a noun. Bat, ball, rake, and plow. You forgot plow. Oh, yeah, there you go. He got plow on there. All right, Netflix, nevertheless, deserves considerable credit for lending its muscle to the civic-minded exercise and create a home for such fare beyond PBS. Actually, Schoolhouse Rock, you know what I'm saying, it might be time for another one of those. See, because, it was easier to dispense something like Schoolhouse Rock because they knew where children were on Kuumba mornings. They knew that during a certain time we was getting up, eating our cereal in front of the TV, trying to catch up on our cartoons. Where could we insert something like a Schoolhouse Rock? And you had to, it was like in between the shows, so you would catch it. Now I actually liked Schoolhouse Rock more than some of the cartoons. Amend shines a light on America's history of inequality and the 150 years plus struggle to remedy that as it has played out in the courts and the streets. It's a reminder that security and protection granted by the 14th Amendment, like America itself, remains very much a work in progress. All right, so I think I'm gonna see that. All right, now, so I was listening to a show this morning by the guy that wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad. And one of the things that I have come to is that a lot of people are, how can I put it? Because first, let me give you an experience I had with Rich Dad Poor Dad, and maybe my audience might be able to understand what I'm saying. So he had a recent show where, because it's him and his wife, or I'm assuming it's his wife, and they got a podcast, Rich Dad Podcast or something like that. Well, anyway, he's talking with his wife, who's a white woman, and they had a guest on that was talking about living becoming an expatriation, and he was able to help people and set stuff up. So Rich Dad says, I'm interested in Japan and blah 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 blah. And his wife said, yeah, that would be good because you look Japanese. Now, for those that ever read his books, and you look at this man, you know what I'm saying? for her to say that, you look Japanese. And he'd be like, yeah, I do. I'm sitting up here. I mean, and it was like, okay, you're not? There ain't no Japanese in there? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So lets you know where he identified. But then I was listening to the show and I got kind of bothered because he had another guest on there. And a lot of this right-wing propaganda, part of their propaganda piece is that they drop little crumbs. And you got people like Robert Kiyosaki that's dropping crumbs that lead people to the frame of thought that becomes kind of dangerous after a while. You understand? I mean, it's like he been able to basically live a white existence. So really, when you listen to a lot of his talking points, he's coming and he's talking to his audience, which is well, got some of us in there, but a lot of it is white people. So he associates and he moves through the world as a white man. You know what I'm saying? And when you listen to some of his philosophies, like, you know, because I heard him describing some people coming from other countries, you know, and I'm sitting up here like, hold on. All right, but that's just me. So, you know, be careful some of the stuff, you know. I go through and I share some stuff. But, you know, like I said, you got to go on and have your mental guard up. Because, you know, it's a bunch of foolishness out here. Now, I put this up here because this is opportunity for some of our young people. Ocean cleanup, plastic harvesting device successful. So this is a short video that you can look at because I don't know if y'all know, but in the Pacific Ocean, they got a ring of trash that's bigger than, it's like bigger than the island of Hawaii and damn near the size of Australia. I mean, just floating trash. It's like an island that's just floating through the Pacific, going with the goddamn current. All the trash is gathered into one space. So what they're doing is they got these ships, or they got this technique of going through and trying to harvest and clean out the seas, which is a real, you know what I'm saying, this whole recycling, renewable energy piece is a real area of focus that we can start putting some of our younger people in, or at least start leaning in towards that. All right? Because it's a very powerful thing, man. Because I'm like this whole renewable fuels, you know, like, because one of the things I was looking up the other day, because, you know, I got my kids doing stock, and I'm looking at batteries, right? Which companies are making the best strides in being really creative with the storage? Because we could generate the electricity, but the major issue is the batteries. Whether we're talking about the solar panels for the houses or for businesses, for the cars, the biggest issue is the batteries. So if you could find a company or come up with a method of increasing the energy capacity of batteries, making them safer for the environment, you know what I'm saying? You are on the next $1 trillion train, right? So, you know, I'm looking for those little hints of businesses. So that's why I be posting up these technologies, because some of y'all are able to sift through some of this stuff and see some of the stuff that I'm not able to see. And give me some three-letter companies that we might need to be looking at as Gye-Nyame, or as a village, or as a group. You know what I'm saying? That we could go and we could start, you know, putting a couple of pennies in right now. You know what I'm saying? Because those pennies, you know, in the next 20 years, because this electric car thing is not going nowhere. It's not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, boom. All right, cool. So what are the things that are used to build and make these cars different than the combustion engines, right? What are those components that we could possibly invest in to, you know, do a slight come up within our community? And things like the recycling and the ocean stuff. I brought that up because this is interesting, and I wanted some of y'all to check it out. Luke Combs apologized. I don't know who he is for Confederate flag, but obviously he's a country singer. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to post that up. Everybody apologizing now. I came to my senses. Trump. Please do not allow people to get off the hook by, making you think that all this shit is over because Trump is gone. It was here before Trump. It's going to be here after Trump. You know what I'm saying? So we need to really be clear about that because it don't stop. All right. So I want to get clear on this because we often run into this issue on the show. Remember our brother out of Florida, Kwesi friend. That's right. Right. Let me put up the... it's too late now. All right. So I wanted to get straight on this. So let's go and have this conversation. This is from a magazine called Cassaz. Updated by Cassaz. 14 minutes ago they updated. 14-minute read. All right. So let's go and look at this because, we got people in all three of these generations. So we want to be clear on what generation is what. All right. I don't see an author because I want to get an author credit. All right. What separates Generation Y from X and hey, Gen Z? Welcome to the party. What's the cutoff? How old is each generation? Are they really that different? It's easy to see why there is so much confusion about generational cohorts. So it's a cohort. It's like we used to call them back in the ancient time age grades, right? They're age grades. That's all it is. Age grades. You know what I'm saying? If you've ever felt muddled by this alphabet soup of names, you're not alone. The real frustration hits when you realize that the millennial consumers represent the highest spending generation in 2020 with a projected $1.4 trillion tab. Didn't know that. Now I do. All right. And though their current wealth has been dragged down by not one, but two once-in-a-lifetime economic crises during their most impactful career years, millennials stand to inherit over $68 trillion from baby boomer parents by the year 2030, setting them up to be potentially the most wealthy generation in U.S. history. 68 trillion. How much of that is going? How much of that our kids gonna get? How much? Somebody help me. Somebody do. Kwame, you out to do the math. What percentage of that we gonna get? Looking at the numbers. You know what I'm saying? We got to make something happen. $68 trillion is floating out there, being transferred in a generational transfer. Damn. And it's jumping from the boomers, from the baby boomers to the millennials. Hell with the X generation, right? Hell with y'all. Hell with us, you old fogies. You know, I mean, we lose out. We the middle generation. Damn. Generation Z isn't far behind. Projected to hit $33 trillion in income by 2030. That's more than a quarter of all global income and pass millennials in spending power the year after. Damn. So in 2031, Generation Z is going to be the target audience. No matter how you slice the data, the younger generations have never been more critical to our financial institutions' future. Unless you understand who they are and what they want, you won't capture a dollar of their money. People grow older, birthdays stay the same. A common source of confusion when labeling generations is their age. Generational cohorts or age groups are defined loosely by birth year, not current age. The reason is simple. Generations get older in groups. If you think millennials as college kids, 18 to 22, then not only are you out of date, you're thinking of a stage in life, not a generation. Millennials are now well out of college, and that life stage is dominated by Gen Z. Another example, a member of Generation X who turned 18 in 1998 would now be over 40. In that time, he or she cares about vastly different issues and is receptive to a new set of marketing messages. Regardless of your age, you will always belong to the generation you were born into. The breakdown by age looks like this. Baby boomers. Baby boomers were born between 1946 and 1964. They're currently between 57 and 75 years old. That's my mom's group. Generation X, the forgotten generation, was born between 1965 and 1970/80 and is currently between 41 and 56 years old. That's my group. Generation Y, Gen Y, or millennials, were born between 1981 and 1994/6. They are currently between 25 and 40 years old. Then you have Generation Y.1. It's 25 to 29 years old, around 31 million people. Gen Y2, so they get all that, 29 to 39, right? They done split it. Then we got Gen Z. Gen Z is the newest generation born between 1997 and 2012 and 2015. This is my kids' generation. They are currently between the ages of 6 and 24 years old. The term millennial has become the popular way to reference both segments of Gen Y, Gen Y.1 and Y.2. And as for the zillennials, those wedged at the tail end of the millennials and the start of Gen Z are sometimes labeled with the moniker, a group made up of people born between 1994 and the year 2000. Realistically, the name Generation Z is a placeholder for the youngest people on the planet. It's likely to morph as they leave adolescence and mature into their adult identity. Why are generations named after letters? I don't care. Splitting up Gen Y. Okay, y'all can go and read that. Why are generation cohorts names important? Y'all can read that. What makes each generation different? Let's look at that. Before we dive into each generation, remember that the exact years born are in dispute because there are no comparable definitive thresholds by which the latter generation after boomers are defined. But this should give you a general range to help identify what generations you belong in. The other fact to remember is that new technology is typically first adopted by the youngest generation and then is gradually adopted by the older generation. As an example, 96% of Americans have a smartphone, but Gen Z, the youngest generation, is the highest user. Baby boomer generation. Here go y'all definition. 1946, 1964, current age between 57 to 75 years old, size 71.6 million. Media consumption. Baby boomers are the biggest consumers of traditional media like television, radio, magazines, and newspapers. Despite being so traditional, 90% of baby boomers have a Facebook account. 90%? God, all right. This generation has begun to adapt more technology in order to stay in touch with family members and reconnect with old friends. Shaping events. Post-World War II optimism, the Cold War, and the hippie movement. Finances, managing retirement with life expectancies on the rise. They got the burst, they got boom. Media consumptions, they say, all right, cool. I guess they just repeat that. So let's go to Generation X. This is my generation. Current 1965 to 1979, 1980. Current age between 41 and 56. Me and all my cousins and shit. A lot of people in, few people in Gye-Nyame. It's 65.2 million. We are what? 20% of that? Media consumption. Gen X still reads newspapers, magazines, listens to radio, and watches TV. Who wrote this shit? Generation X sound older than the boomers. About 165 hours worth of TV a month. However, they are also digitally savvy and spend roughly 7 hours a week on Facebook, the highest of any generational cohort. Guilty. I don't spend no goddamn 7 hours. Shaping events. Enter the Cold War. The rise of Okay, the end of the quote. The rise of personal computing and feeling lost between two huge generations. Damn. What about hip-hop? What about hip-hop? See, they missing shit. Carrying the highest debt load, $142K, while still raising children and saving for retirement. Damn, they got me. Wow. Lord have mercy. Follows fuzzy logic or a more fluid delineation. Follow a fuzzy logic or a more fluid delineation. That's Brother Kwame. Oh my God. He said, but Generation Y. It's crazy in them. Let me just say it like that. Just crazy in them. Hell, this might be Shamar too. I don't know. No. Yeah. Yeah, okay. This that next group in Gye-Nyame. Current up between 25 to 40. Yeah. Yeah. This is shining them. There's a lot of them. 72.1 million. These are kids. Or some of the younger boomers' kids. Media consumption. 95% still watch TV, but Netflix edges out traditional cable as the preferred provider. Cord cutting in favor of streaming services is the popular choice. That sound like, well, I'm going to shut up. This generation is extremely comfortable with mobile devices, but 32% of them will use a computer for purchases. They typically have multiple social media accounts. Shaping events, the Great Recession, the technological explosion of the internet and social media, and 911. Massive student debt causes this generation to delay major life purchases. Wow. So they've been hindered. Now, but they still don't mention hip-hop. They still don't mention hip-hop. I don't understand. You can't deny the power of hip-hop. Let's look at Generation Z real quick and we're going to go. Generation Z, 1996 to 2012, 2015. This is Cleve, Gina, and Sash. Yeah, this is all our babies. Current age between 6 to 24. 68 million. Media consumption. The average Gen Zer received their first mobile phone at 10.3 years. Many of them grew up playing with their parents' mobile phones or tablets. They have grown up in a hyper-connected world, and the smartphone is their preferred method of communication. On average, they spend 3 hours a day on their mobile devices, shaping events, smartphones, social media, never knowing a country not at war, never knowing a country not at war, and seeing the financial struggles of their parents. Generation X. That's us. Damn. Similar to Generation X, their parents is financial attitudes, but wanting to avoid debt after seeing millennials struggle. Wow. All right, well, you going through and read that. That's some good information for anybody out there thinking about a business. All right, we got Fela Kuti here. Bootsy Collins on the genius of Fela Kuti. And, I got to go, but I got to send some shouts out to Fela, man. I love Fela, man. The bass legend recalls witnessing the live brilliance of Afrobeat pioneer and explains why Kuti's undercurrent funk should earn him a place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This is from the Rolling Stone by Corey Grow. All right, let's see. They just can't can't cut to the chase. Hold on, this is one of Fela's songs. Why black men die suffer. Why black men die suffer. If you ain't heard no Fela, you need, trying to tell y'all. Here go another one, Witchcraft by Fela. live in Los Angeles, 1969. Fela Ransom Kuti and the Nigeria 70. Woo! Boosie Collins Stretching Out, rubber band. All right, cool. So let's read a little bit of this. For those that are not familiar with Fela Kuti, I'm going to read a little bit of it so that y'all get it. Y'all get it. In Viva Nigeria, one of Fela Kuti's earliest 45s, Afrobeat pioneer proclaims men are born, kings are made. Kuti, who was born a man in 1938 and died a king of music in 1997, transformed his home country and the world at large into something more inclusive and compassionate through driving dynamic drums, big funky horns, and Scarborough lyrics that skewered the violent military junta controlling Nigeria. He had studied music in London, where he played piano in jazz, R&B, and rock groups, creating a tight bond with Cream's Ginger Baker, and toured the United States by the time he returned to Lagos in 1970. That's when Kuti, whose mother was a feminist and a labor organizer, decided to use his unique fusion of African sounds and American soul music innovation as a vehicle for bettering the political climate of Nigeria. I might disagree with some of that shit up there. But anyway, it was also around this time when James Brown staged a run of concert at the stadium in Lagos. He had recently overhauled his backing band and brought in brother Boosie Collins on bass and Catfish Collins on guitar to help him realize a funkier sound on songs like Sex Machine and Superbad. Bootsy at the time was still in his teens, so the trip to Africa was especially revelatory because that's when he first witnessed the man Nigerian called the African James Brown. Fela Kuti, who has been nominated for a spot among the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2021 class, live for the first time. Although the exact date of the concert is fuzzy because Bootsy was high, let's just say it. Collins remembered it taking place in March or April of 70. Okay, he got it within a year, within a 2-month span. Good job, Bootsy. Because y'all was smoking a lot back then. But a 1970 issue of Jet suggests it was November of that year. Damn, Bootsy. The memory remains vivid for the bassist, who attempted some of Kuti's remnant ideas on his 1976 solo record, Stretching Out, and Bootsy Rubber Band. Collins' music from the 70s, when he was a member of Parliament Funkadelic, earned him a spot in the Rock and Roll Hall the year Kuti died. Here, Collins recalls his own words, why seeing Kuti live impact him so greatly, as well as why are you doing that? What's going on? Y'all see that? The whole world shift. Where we at? Y'all pissing me off. Just playing with me. All right, cool. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. And him so great, as well as White Afrobeat King is forever a legend. We played in Lagos, Nigeria for, I think, 3 days. And Fela invited us to go to his club, the Afro Spot, a couple of those nights. I had never heard of him until we actually got to Africa. People were encouraging us to see him and were telling us that he was the African James Brown. When I did see him, it was amazing. It was so amazing that the way he directed the band and the way he had the songs flowing. Everything reminded me of James Brown's show. They were playing their own songs, but they had the stage presence of James Brown's show, and he would vibe with the audience. It was a powerful thing. He was a phenomenal musician. The real kicker for me was what happened when we were on the way to Fela's club before his concert. The army was in control of the country. They were like the police. Them cats did not play. We were doing the James Brown show in the stadium. I remember this guy comes in and told the officer that he wanted to see James Brown. He was blind. So the officer started laughing. Okay, we'll take you to see James Brown. They were snickering. So one of them takes the guy up the steps, and he said, you really want to see James Brown? Then they beat him all the way down the steps and out of the place. Damn. When I saw that, I was like, oh, man, are we in the right place? Are we sure we can even go out to Fela's club? It was like, man, these officers who were supposed to be our protection just don't care. That was the only downer of our time in Lagos. Other than that, it was the bomb. We had the greatest time with Fela. Wow, I wish somebody would have recorded that. You know what I'm saying? Bootsy Collins, James Brown, Fela Kuti. But when we were on the way to see him in the taxi that the hotel got for us, the Army guys pulled us off the road. It was me, Brown organist Bobby Bird, my brother Catfish, Bird's wife. I wonder if that's the same Bobby Bird that played the sax. No, that wasn't my fault. Vicky Anderson in the back, and a couple of horn players up in the front, of course. I got my little stuffed weed because we all want to get ready and go into the show and have a good time. So we had the joints out and started hooking them up. And the next thing you know, the Army guys come to the window. I'm looking at Vicky Anderson. We call her Mama O. And I was like, can I give you this so you can put it in your purse? And she was like, oh, no, that ain't going to work. She said, put it in your boot. So I put it in my boot. We didn't know what the guys was going to do because they didn't take no crap from nobody. So I put it in my boot. A guy comes up and knocks on the window and he says, what's in the boot? And I was about to crap all over myself. I'm looking at Mama O like, how did he know? But how did he know that was in my boot? So I didn't move too quick. I just sat there and looked for a minute. And then he hollered at the man, what's in the boot? Now, those that know, you're going to figure out why it's funny. Those that don't, you're going to figure. Those that know why it's funny. Those that don't, get in a second. And I was just getting ready to open my boot and pull it out. And the driver said, no. He's talking about the trunk. I said, oh, my God. I was getting ready to really mess up. My heart was on the floor. Then the driver got out and opened up the trunk. And the soldier said, okay, you can go. Even thought of what they could have done to us was incredible. We went on to the show, and Fela greeted us and had us come to the back room. I just threw my little stuff away, but as soon as we walked in the room, you didn't even need nothing. You didn't have to smoke anything. You just walked into the room, and you're just done. You're cooked. They had some bomb everything on up in there. They had joints that looked like cigars. Yeah. And that was like nothing to me. That was like nothing to them. I was like, man, they let us come out in front and watch from the front row. We got our eyes blown and an earlobe of sound, and I would never forget those drums and the rhythm guitar, the bass. We had no idea they even played normal guitars and bass. I guess they probably had just came out over there. That wasn't like the Fenders and the stuff like that. But they were 6-string guitars and 4-string bass. They had a keyboard player too, and I lost count of the drums. The whole front of the stage was just loaded with drummers, and they was rocking the whole stage. They were just so funky, I couldn't believe it. So y'all gonna finish reading it, but I'm like, yo, somebody should have had a video camera. But anyway, because I'm a Fela fan. I like Bootsy too. All right, and that's it. We had the show last night, and once again, they're not telling us how many people we reach. You know what I'm saying? They tell us the engagement or people reach. We got 179 engagements, but only 123 people reach. So how many people actually saw the video? Stop playing with me. You see how they play with us? All right, let me see something because my haiku should be up for the day because I did share it. Also, I posted up my folktale for the day. Blah, blah, blah. There you go. Here go my warrior trainings. Warrior training is constantly in motion. Building heroes now. Haiku of the day. Hope you like it. All right, but after that, family, y'all know what's up. I got to go. And hit my adventure. And I'm out.
Women, but most important goddesses were black Not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a
Gye-Nyame, Bombskin & Co. is the true definition of self-care, self-love, and repeat. We are what we create in this life. Bombskin & Co. chooses to create something innovative and unforgettable. Check out our website for more information.
Spirit Over Flesh LLC is a wellness-based business where we heal through words. I'm Tiandra. I'm the founding servant leader. It is a black-owned, woman-owned business that was founded in Ohio, but that can serve the world. Through virtual sessions, either by phone or video conference, we have a conversation. We always start with a 15-minute consult where we just make sure that I learn a little bit about you, you learn some about me, and then we schedule some time to be intentional about your wellness journey. During the time, it's about education and empowerment. You are your own best doctor from within. So I'm literally someone who is just intentional in the space and drawing questions out of you to get you further on your wellness journey. Sessions are typically starting at $80, but if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're going to go ahead and take 20% off. It's about getting you well so that we can be well, right? Kuji Chagalia and Ujamaa, collective responsibility. So grateful for the opportunity to support you in your wellness journey. If you're interested, go to my website, spiritoverfleshllc.com. There's a button that says Let's Connect. Fill out the form, and I'll get right back to you. Again, that's spiritoverfleshllc.com. I look forward to supporting you in your wellness journey and healing through words.
Are you heading out of town or have a special occasion? What about birthdays, anniversaries, or reunions? Get the best deals and inexpensive rental car rates, midsize sedans, compact cars, and more. We have a variety of fleet vehicles to accommodate any and all of your rental car needs. Make a reservation today at your local budget rental car on Hamilton Road in Whitehall. Call 614-863-7500.
Happy Kwanzaa. I'm Carla, and my sister Karen and I own Two Natural Sisters. We've been in business for 5 years, and we sell a line of natural bath, body, and candle products. Let's take a look. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, at Two Natural Sisters. All items that are in stock will be shipped within 24 to 48 hours. As a promotional item, we offer a CD of Black romantic poetry of self-love and coupled love, and 50% discount on Sister Locks, Brother Locks by consultant Sapphire Donetta Mahadi. If you have any questions, you can reach us at customer care at twonaturalsisters.com. Enjoy and happy Kwanzaa.
what's going on? My name is Doe. I am the owner and creator of Madeline Gin. Madeline Gin is best described as a celebratory art experience that exudes hella blackness. Initially, the company was founded to provide a luxurious but affordable art experience, and it's since transformed itself into something a bit more spiritual. By walking in what I believe to be my truth, I've been able to get in contact with my ancestors and use my platform and my art, my gift, to tell their untold stories. I do that by using different textures, by utilizing different mediums, colors, and just making things pop out so that it's open for interpretation. I love creating, and I can't wait to be of service to you. Thank you.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
The Purpose Driven Society is a Black-owned, woman-owned business local to Columbus who creates accessories that have intentional messaging. Our specialty are buttons. Buttons can be worn anywhere, on a shirt, on a book bag, on a hat. The beautiful thing about buttons is that you can change them and switch it up depending on your mood or the day. For election day, we wore a very intentional button. On my book bag, my student's book bag, it says, "You are already intelligent, educate yourself." Buttons are empowering with the messages that we create. Again, we do them very intentionally. At the Purpose Driven Society, we're minding our Black-owned business and hope that you'll help mind ours too by doing business with us. Our buttons go for $3 for one, $5 for two, $7 for three. But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're doing a special where you'll get an assortment of buttons for just $20, and we'll ship anywhere in the country. So again, that's the Purpose Driven Society. We can be reached at thepurposedrivensociety@outlook.com. Send us an email, and we will put together a very intentional bag of buttons for you and ship it straight to your home. Happy Kwanzaa. Thanks for doing business with us.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. pray. Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey. See some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. I'm going to make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together.